This is an article in a 2-minute video brought to you by I4Excellence, publishers of the Retake the GMAT blog. It's part of our Prepping for Your GMAT Retake series. And what it's about is what your GMAT score report will tell you and won't tell you. The focus of this came from our first conversation with one of our clients, Sarah, who had her retake this month. What she pointed out to us was that her score report wasn't really giving her any focus in her retake planning. That's a problem we run across a lot of the time. So what does your score report really tell you? It's full of useful information, but it may not be as complete as you think it needs to be. Well, on the verbal side, it gives you your total verbal score and your breakdown by section: critical reasoning, reading comprehension, and sentence correction. It also breaks down your timing across the test, overall, and again, in the different sections. Then it talks a little bit about your performance in critical reasoning, reading comprehension, and in sentence correction. All useful information. Then it looks also at your percentage correct by time phase in the test. The first section, the second, the third, and the fourth. It tracks how your performance changed over the course of the test. It also looks at your average difficulty of question that you were facing in the verbal section. The quantitative section is pretty similar. You get your overall score, you get a breakdown of how you performed on problem solving and data sufficiency questions, as well as by topic. It also looks at your timing management across all the different areas of quant, including overall, as well as within data sufficiency and problem solving. Then it also looks at how you did on fundamental quant skills. Was there an area you were weaker on than others, as was the case with this test taker? It also looks at your time management across the different phases of the test in quant and sees how your performance in terms of right and wrong was affected by the amount of time you had to answer each question. It also looks at your time management overall across the different sections: verbal, quantitative, and integrated reasoning. So, how complete is that information? And more importantly, what else do you need to know? We do recommend getting your score report, and the ESR, the Enhanced Score Report from the GMAT, is a powerful tool. It does give you as much detail as they can possibly give you about your test performance. So it's information you need, but it's information you need to build on with additional visibility into your test performance. So again, what else do you need to know? Well, one of the things we'd love you to focus on is your process. For example, did you capture the data in the question well? How effectively did you visualize the problem? Was your setup correct the first time? And did you execute the calculation as effectively as possible? Also, what caused you any timing problems you may have had? Was it a knowledge issue, gaps in your process, or were you just missing details in the question? All these things are things we want to focus on. So how do you get an assessment of your 4 core process areas? Capture, visualize, set up, and execute. And how do you diagnose the root causes of your timing problems? Well, the only way to do that is a live assessment test, where you have someone shadowing you, an expert coach, who provides you with insights into how you're performing on the test across the process areas, as well as how you're managing your time and addressing the time management issues that you have to face in the test. It's all you need to really get a complete picture that lets you build a retake plan that maximizes your past test prep work, provides you with a highly targeted retake prep plan, and minimizes your time to retake.